I konačno smo dobili neki spisak učesnika freak-off žurki. Taj spisak pokazuje da je Jennifer Lopez ipak bila učesnik freak-off žurki, tako da klupko se polako odmota pa da čujemo.
For Lopez's first husband is speaking out against the singer and claiming J-Lo was involved in Diddy's freak-off parties.
Idemo. Brate, baš je špica ona udaračka.
I'm Andy Signor with an update regarding J-Lo and her involvement with Diddy. What do we know? I wish J-Lo herself would come out and say what she knows. And she's just not. And that just makes her a little bit more guilty in my eyes.
Pa isto kao i Jay-Z Beyoncé.
How can you not even just condone the Cassie video, J-Lo? It makes no sense.
Da. Skoro niko se nije oglasio u vezi tog ludog, monstruoznog snimka sa Cassie, gde je Diddy mlatio, koji je ceo svet video. Znači, ni u vezi toga se nije oglasilo.
Well, now her first husband, Ohani Noah, is out there speaking up about the singer, blaming Diddy for the divorce. We're going to get to more of his opinions regarding the freak-offs and some Diddy information. But he explains during the fallout of their marriage, he alleges that part of the divorce was Diddy's fault. Lopez had begun working closely with Combs in New York on her debut album On the Six. Meanwhile, Noah was in LA working at Lopez's Pasadena restaurant, Madres. There in that distance and that separation was where the deception started, he stated. Shortly after the divorce, Combs and Lopez stepped out as a couple in 1999. They dated for 2 years before splitting in 2001. But here was happier times with...
Brate, više i to kad čujem, znaš, ono kao, otišla je žena da radi kod nekog nešto i onda su se zaljubili ko bojagi, onda prvobitan brak napusti, pa kao je zaljubljeno u ovo. Koliko u stvari svi ti brakovi nemaju nikakvu jačinu, nikakvu stabilnost. Mislim, kad čujem tako nešto, već mi je muka. Ne možeš da dođeš da sarađuješ sa nekim i da ne budeš sa njim u krevetu. Ono, freaking J-Lo, brate, nije mogla se smiri.
Honey and J-Lo, this is they were first husband from 97 to 98. Noah also alleged that...
Šta je godinu dana bila sa njim, majke ti u braku. Mislim, ja ne znam za sve ovo, nikad nisam pratio celebrity vesti, niti me je interesovalo, ali kad čujem ovako nešto, zaista muka mi je, brate mili. Oni su influenceri mladih ljudi, mislim, nije ni čudo što sve to ovako funkcioniše. Nijedan brak ne može da opstane, brate, 3 godine. Ma kakvi 3 godine?
Lopez had blocked him from landing TV gigs. I would ask Jennifer, what did I do to you that you have taken me so to court? You have accused me, you have lied, you have created false things about me, and you have called several companies to throw me out and different television networks not giving me work, he recounted. Lopez's representations never spoke up. But yeah, what's going on? What is up with this relationship? Now, I wasn't there, I don't know. But Ohani's going out even further in a new...
Ne znam, ženska izgleda sposobna za svašta nešto. Bila si sa njim tada u vezi, očigledno si bila na tim žurkama njegovim. Brate, umešana si. Koliko si umešana, ne znam, vidjet ćemo, ali da jesi umešana, jesi.
Post he put out in social media, on Instagram. This was actually a couple weeks ago, but more and more claims have been coming up. I wanted to sort of connect them all together for you. But he responded, not only saying that he was part of the freak-off parties, but let's just read what he wrote. So here he was.
Opa, ljudi, evo ga je spisak, vidi imena, čoveče. Ja ću na brzinu samo da preletim po ovim imenima, da vidim šta sve znam, a vi ako hoćete pauzirajte pa čitajte koliko god želite. Znači ono što ja znam, vidim Akona, Alicia Keys, Ariana Grande, Ashton Kutcher, Ben Stiller, Beyoncé, Bill Cosby, brate. Joj. Znači u celom ovom spisku fali Jeffrey Epstein, još nisam došao dotle, možda ga ima. Billie Eilish, Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes čak ima ga 2 puta, ne znam zašto, jer 2 puta ulazio, imam 2 karte, šta, o čemu se radi? Charlie Sheen, naravno, bez Charlie Sheena, brate, nema šanse. Chris Brown, Demi Lovato, Drake. Sad ne znam ko je ovaj Dan Verkovski što je zaokružen, iz kog razloga je zaokružen, nisam siguran. Eminem je tu, iako njih dvojice se baš nisu volili nešto. Hillary Clinton je bila, čoveč. Jada Pinkett, nisam ni sumnjao da ona, jer gde je ovaj Smith. Ali Jada, sestra, organizator žurke ti je možda ubio momka. Koga toliko voliš. Svaku priliku iskoristi da ga spomenu. Jay-Z, naravno, Jeffrey Epstein tu je. Znači i on je dolazio kod njega, super. Evo je Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Alba, Justin Bieber, to znamo da je on bio, Justin Timberlake, Kelly Rowland, LeBron James, to isto znamo, Leonardo DiCaprio takođe, a svega ovdje ima Lil Wayne, opet šta je ovo, Lizzo, Mariah Carey, naravno, of course, Mary J. Blige, Michael B. Jordan, what? Aj. Michael B. Jordan i Michael Jordan, znači ovo je stari spisak neki, vidiš, ti neki ljudi su već bili i tad u opticaju. Miley Cyrus, Naomi Campbell, Obama, brate, Oprah, bez Opre ni u WC, Paris Hilton, naravno da je Paris bila tamo, Rihanna, R. Kelly, brate, već četvrt njih je ovdje optuženo za nešto s ovog spiska. Robert De Niro, Snoop Dogg, Taylor Swift, of course, Timberland, Trump, svi predsjednici su bili, čoveče. Naravno Whoopi, pretpostavljam Goldberg. Mislim, haos, ovo su sve vrlo poznata lica. E sad, pitanje je ko je od njih ostajao do samog kraja žurke, znači na after partiju.
On Instagram, now you can read it in Spanish if you want there. I'm going to read it in English here. I'm not on the list to those people and media outlets asking if I ever went or participated in that piece of Diddy's freak off parties. No and no, never. But my ex-wife, Jennifer Lopez, aka J-Lo, did ask her. Oh, and ask her about the X tapes and the 734 toys and the baby oil. Hashtag Diddy list, hashtag Diddy freak off list.
A, znači znala je za sve to, izgleda. Ljudi! Jennifer. Pa zašto? Zašto J-Lo?
I'm not on the list. Good for you, honey. And here he did provide a list. Now, I don't know. I can't verify that this list is accurate. I mean, these are people that have been seen with him or I guess invited to parties.
Ok, čekaj, šta? Lista moguće da nije autentična, ne razumijem zašto. Odakle vam onda ta lista?
Doesn't mean they're all there doing the criminal behavior, to be fair.
Ne.
Cover myself legally. But
pogledaj ti koji su to lica na spisku, zamisli da su svi radili kriminalno dela.
He's spotlighted. Now, I'd love to have you on, Ohani. Please, I've actually reached out. I hope we can get him on the show. I'd love to hear from him directly and get his thoughts on this. Not saying I don't believe it. I want to hear from him directly so we can get a little better sense of things. And the reality check is, why isn't J-Lo speaking? Why is J-Lo's ex doing the right thing here and making it very clear, I'm not involved. I'm not afraid to admit that. Because it does look like J-Lo doesn't want to say anything, because if she says something, she might be caught lying, just like Diddy was. That's the problem here, right? So many of these celebrities, I think, are afraid of saying, I had nothing to do with this, because they probably did have something to do with it. Now, how much they had to do with it, we'll find out. But what's interesting is Diddy kept meticulous records of his parties and has enough dirt to hang half of Hollywood.
Verujem, brate, verujem. Već neke trake se pojavljuju, samo još nismo videli sadržaj tih traka, mada ljudi pričaju o tome, ali sve u svemu svodi se na to da ti ljudi koji su prikazani na trakama nisu svesni, očigledno, da su snimani. Teško je objaviti uopšte tako nešto da neko ne bude tužen momentalno za to. I iskreno steko sam utisak da neko se zeza sa tim trakama bukvalno kao da je aukcija, znači ko će više da da para, bukvalno se prodaju. Kome sad trebaju da prodaju? Da televizijskim stanicama ili žrtvama koje su na tim snimcima? Ne znam, stvarno, ali deluje kao žešći money grab. Ovo je opšti show, šta se sve dešava, više ne znam nija.
This is a story and it's been brewing and I see a lot of people jumping on this, and the fact that, well, Diddy now sort of tell on others. We're going to talk about that later in the video, as well as probably more in depth on our live and also on our uncensored, which is for members. If you're not a member yet, consider joining. We can go there every Friday at noon. Members can join either from Patreon or on YouTube, and you get to watch us uncensored. We really get to share more of our thoughts. I'd love to see you guys there. Hopefully we'll see you there this Friday. But Diddy has had zero support from exes, including J-Lo, Cameron Diaz, who's not one of his exes. We'll talk about her in a second. They're all in major panic that he'll drag them down by spilling sordid secrets about them if he winds up wearing a number, source exclusively tells In Touch. It's not like they've been going around trashing him, but everyone's been giving him a seriously wild berth. He's radioactive at this point. Even if he hasn't been found guilty, his name is mud, and it would be social suicide to have anything to do with him, the source says. That's absolutely true. Can't deny that. Now, he's denied it. He remains in federal custody, though, which begins in May. We'll see if that actually happens. Prosecutors are preparing their case. Diddy's waiting for his team of lawyers to represent dozens of plaintiffs to file as many as 120 Tony Busby, as we report on, Combs has been living large, rubbing elbows with all of the A-listers during these parties. Source notes, no one is risking their reputation coming to Diddy's defense. Despite the chart-topping musicians expecting his former friends to have his back, no one's doing it. But here's what...
Previše Didi zaglavio, brate, da bi ga neko branio u ovom trenutku. Ko je lud da ga brani i sa čim da ga brani?
But I will say, J-Lo...
Kad su svi bili učesnici, izgleda.
Sure looks like you got his back. Sure looks like you're not going to go out there and say something mean. Why? If was bad to you and now you're saying he might have been bad to others, your silence isn't helping.
Ma ne, znači da, on je bio loš i ti si bila sa njim koliko, 2 godine ili ne znam ja, i ostavila si muža zbog njega. Mislim, o čemu mi pričamo? Ja garantujem da je radila zajedno s njim, možda i gledala šta je radio i da je uživala u tome. Ne bi me uopšte čudilo. Frikovi jedni hollywoodski, bre.
You don't have to go out there and rat out and share all the secrets, but a statement from you specifically responding to the Cassie tape and how horrified you were to watch that would go volumes. But the fact that you aren't tells me, PR-wise, you don't feel comfortable going out there saying stuff because you got your own skeletons in that closet. And that's just my theory. Again, I'm not confirming that. That's my theory here based on her silence. Tell me if I'm wrong, Chad. I want to hear what your thoughts are. He's still in total denial and actually expecting all his high-profile friends and even his exes like J-Lo and Cameron to stand up for him, the insider says. He can't wrap his head around the fact that everyone just dropped him and wants no part of his sordid scandal. I believe that. He's an absolute hypocrite, narcissist. He just wants everyone, he wants that control is what he's sort of kept on everybody. And that's
what... Čim ih je snimao, siguran sam da obožava da kontroliče ljude. I ne samo snimanje, nego i samo sipanje u piće raznih stvari, supstancije, ga takođe čine control freakom. Jer je na taj način dobio ono što je želeo, a da žrtva nije mogla da se odbrani.
What's crazy here, there's legitimate fear now among these people that huge swath of people in Hollywood, J-Lo, Cameron included, that he could seriously embarrass them if he decides to talk about what they shared with him back in the day, which was pretty intimate. But their hands are tied. It's not like they can reach out to him. Showing any kind of support for him is out of the question. So all they can do is hope and pray that he keeps his mouth shut. Of course, all the rumors that he's kept meticulous records and even video recordings of all the crazy stuff that went on at his big parties over the years is only adding to everyone's panic. The word is he's got enough dirt to hang half of Hollywood. Now, one quick correction here. Diddy miss his former fling? Cameron Diaz thinks she's the sexiest girl in the world. This was sort of his feeling. He never really had a relationship that I can see. He was bummed he never got a relationship with Cameron Diaz because she's gorgeous. I'm sure everybody wanted a relationship with Cameron Diaz. But he's...
Malo imala šire usta, brate, nekad kad se nasmeja, ali je stvarno bila riba.
Declared her the sexiest girl in the world, and that's sort of somebody he considers himself to be friendly with. But full disclosure, it doesn't seem like they actually had much of a relationship ever. Just a relationship he wanted. So what do you think of all this? What do you think? Do you think that's why J-Lo is scared? And are you impressed that her ex is not scared, saying, bring it? What are you talking about? Pushing this?
Naravno da je uplašena kad je očigledno umešana. Mora da je umešana. Znači, bila si na žurkama.
A lot of people are out there actually willing to push J-Lo's on the freak-off list. But this guy's like, bring it. And I don't see any cease and desist. I don't see the thing removed. It's been up for about a week. This thing's been up for a week. And it's still there. So usually, you know, the Jay-Z's, Beyonce's, they come at you pretty hard with their high-powered lawyers if they're like, take that down, that's false. Hana's keeping it up.
Kao što rekoh, sve postaje interesantnije. Ukoliko je ovaj spisak tačan, ukoliko nije lažan, onda to je to. Znači vidimo spisak imena, ko je sve bio tamo. Sad, ko je u čemu učestvovao, to ne znamo. Ali nijedan od ovih ljudi onda, ako je ovaj spisak tačan, ne može se izvlači više da nije bio na tim žurkama kad imamo dokaz. A što Andy kaže, ukoliko nije bilo nikakvih prigovora na ovaj spisak, a već je nedelju dana otvoren za javnost, u tom slučaju, ne znam šta bih rekao, ali ovaj spisak je možda ispravan onda. Kao što rekao na početku, klupko se polako odmotava, tako da vidjet ćemo, pratit ćemo šta god da se desi, ovako zanimljivo. Kažem, opet neću da padam na prazne priče i da reagujem na nešto što je u suštini clickbait. Želim da proverim prvo te informacije, pa onda da se upustim u reagovanje na ovakve video zapise. Iako je Popcorn Planet poprilično pouzdan kanal, ali znaju oni nekad da naprave naslov, da klikneš i da bukvalno ne kažu ništa u njemu. u tom videozapisu njihovom. Tako da budite spremni za nove videozapise na ovom kanalu. Ukoliko vam se sviđaju ove moje reakcije, onda me podržite i kliknite like na svaki video gde uđete. Jako to puno znači i ubih se pričajući o tome, ali moram svaki put da vas podsjetim. Ukoliko želite da pratite ovaj sadržaj u budućnosti, kliknite na subscribe i mogli biste aktivirati ono notifikaciono zvonce da vas obaveštava čim izađe moj novi video, da znate da je izašao, pošto zna da se desi da vam ne izađem na onom home feedu i da nemate pojma da sam izbacio video. Možda mi je video shadow banovan iz nekog razloga, zato ga i ne vidite, ali ovako ako aktivirate to zvonce, bit ćete obavešteni. Prosledite ovaj video i drugim ljudima koje interesuje ovako nešto. Mi se čujemo ovih dana u nekoj drugoj reakciji. Budite mi dobro, čuvajte se. Sve naj.